It's not afternoon yet. Almost afternoon. We're gonna talk about some of these. First, I'm gonna talk about some lefty shit that just happened. I watch a guy named Salty Cracker. He does a little bit of memes and then does some trolling shit with all the rest of the people on Twitter. And this shit's really fucking funny. So everybody knows about the new mayor in New York, I guess. He's a fucking moron, I guess. And he's like sitting there. Yeah, they am. The funny thing is, like, this is, I don't know why lefty people do this, but the liberal base nowadays only goes for the gay community because that's the only community that falls for their bullshit. And it's kind of sad because they want to think that that's not like that, but it is like that. And I'm just like sitting there like, yeah, of course it's like that. They can't go to the armies, and the armies don't fucking like them anymore, which I can't, which I understand why, it's fucking retarded. But dude, it's getting stupid. Like, I don't know why, like, these people want to say, free Palestine, all this shit, and I'm like, free what?
Hey, Beth, the lift's stuck. How about one of those hot tips you promised me?
You'll need a way to remotely tap or smack the gears unstuck, like a harpoon or a very, very long stick. Ooh, way better than a stick.
My advice to my enemies, run!
Reach the station core, but the door's bio-armored, and the locust gas dispenser isn't active. Got any hot tips ready for me?
Looks like we'll need gas to get gas. Poke around and see if you can find where they store it. Then you can come back and dissolve the armor off that door.
A door's a door. Gotta be the biggest gas station I've ever seen. Must get a lot of traffic. Ooh, is this one of those full-service stations? Fancy.
Sorry I'm late! I just don't respect other people's time, you know?
I win!
Insubordination is a candidate offense. Our future has already been etched in the cosmos.
But yeah, so I'm sitting there like listening to this shit, and this dude just sitting there try to be all like for the gay people. And I'm like, dude, it's like Muslim people fucking despise most like super gay fucking people. Like to be on gay, like the femboys and all that shit. That's legendary. Put that there. Power player shield full. Grants an overshield. No. Energy shield is full. Grants movement speed and that. Oh, that's fucking perfect for this character. Because energy shield's all. That shit's always full. Absorption. On kill, 15% chance to spawn overshield. Grants more overshield. Yeah, about. I mean, the ammo regeneration and movement. Well, the movement speed's fucking great. The problem of it is the fucking I deal more. No, I'll just use it for right now.
Hey, are you okay? Heard a bit of ruckus on the line.
Relax, I got this. I'm in the gas storage room.
Now you'll need to activate 2 levers to restore the gas flow, but they won't be easy to reach. When things are tough, my positivity gets me through. So, in my mind's eye, I will picture you activating them. I will manifest our success!
Cool.
Oh, I gotta move it over.
All right!
Yeah,
Now
the ammo
find
regeneration
the gas
1
flow
per second.
console. It's hacking
Not,
time!
not the best, but I guess it does help. But yeah, I was like, let's use that crap. I'm like, dude, what the fuck's with all these like liberal people always going for the gay people now? They're like, and especially when they say all these like free
Console
Palestine, they're
hacked.
like, free what
Now
from
what?
Palestine?
The locust gas dispensers inside the station should be operational now. Head back to that bio-armored door and melt the living crap out of it!
Like, I'm always trying to figure out why the fuck they keep saying that shit. It's like, oh, what are you trying to free? Like, oh, what the fuck does that even mean? Well,
With the timekeeper dead, we can play whatever we want! I could play whatever I wanted before too, but hey, dead timekeeper!
Sorting station breach. Activating station defense.
How many order security systems are gonna get in our way? It's so much simpler when it's just a door, like in my lab.
Are you telling me the previous owner of your lab was the Order? What else do you hide?
Can't hear you. Too busy thinking positively. Thinking so loudly. Too loud.
Oh yes, positivity. Known to stop bullets and save lives. Do you also find you boring?
at 25% more fucking gun
Make your way
speed
to the
is
controls
ridiculous.
and reroute locust gas to the dispensers throughout the city. Quietly
Oh, come on. Why are you breaking into an order lab? You can tell me. I'm not exactly a law-abiding citizen either.
I'm gonna make the timekeeper proud of me.
My lab's sensor array keeps track of all the deadly hazards in the slums. So folks here rely on the data to, well, not die. You've seen what the cataclysm did to the city. Toppled buildings, toxic waste, dead bodies.
Cool, man.
The Order abandoned the lab and all of us.
Shoot so quickly.
They just moved on. But we can't. I won't. So I busted in and put it to use protecting what's left of us. Anyway, don't tell on me.
Whoa. Yeah, sure. I won't say anything. The Order wants to kill me anyway. It won't.
Bury me with my gun.
Now that that's been dealt with, guess what time it is?
Shh, shh, shh. I'm going to hack the generators now. It doesn't need to be a thing.
It's hacking time!
Faster equals better. Negatory, you creeper!
Now I want to get the COV heat up thing. I think there's one that gives you ammo back.
Neutralize!
Order will never be destroyed.
All the pretty pieces!
Oh, I am so sorry about how many times you're getting shot at today.
It's in the job description.
Sorry. Ready to back up. Okay. Oh, it's pretty good.
Go, go, get that gas flowing my way. I've never been so happy to have gas. Once we hit my lab door with the Locust Special, I can beep and boop out a fix for the sensor system. Come on back.
I'll see what I can do.
Nice. Okay, so that's the wrong wire. Yeah, so it's used for power, recover secrets, rewards, cool. Critical thing is status effect. No, there's one that enemies take increased damage from status on them. This one, killing an enemy with a critical will cause them to explode, dealing skill damage dealt 50%. You know, once you get up all these damage things, it gets really fucking good. Of course, once you get all of them up. Hey, what the fuck is it about? My tablet not charging? Dude. Oh, don't man. Listen to these women, my God, these stupid shit. These motherfuckers are insane.
Wait. There must be so many things you doesn't know or don't worry about. How amazing that must be. If I could change places with anyone in this world, I think it would be my husband. What a privilege. In his world, the mini trash cans empty themselves. His mirror never has toothpaste splashes on it. Little by little, his house becomes more aesthetically pleasing, and you have no idea how or why. He doesn't have to worry about giving the children their vitamins. He lives in a world where he doesn't know that you have to vacuum under the cushions of a couch. Tag your husband if he's one of the elite and nosy. The problem that I have with this video is not that she's picking out one particular thing that she always does for her child while leaving out a lot of things that he probably does all the time. So here's the stuff with that stuff. That's not it, because I think that every relationship has that to some degree. It is all about the teamwork. But that is not where she ends the video. She does bash her husband because she goes on to list 3 other things that he never does that she only takes care of, and then she calls him privileged. So other creators, they're calling it out. And there has been a response video that I've seen. It's just as bad. But I don't know yet if I'm going to do a response video on that. If you guys really want it, let me know. No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
You see the problem. One of the differences between men and women is that women need that.
Dude, what's with these bitches constantly complaining about men? Like, there's a man. These women make these TikToks bashing their husbands that give them everything so they can sit at home and be fat slobs of shit half the time. And they're never great. Why don't you just love the dude that you're with? Why do you have to be on social media, first off, to brag about shit? I never personally understood it. Get off the fucking social media. Women are the very, very more less likely the most worst dramatized base-minded gender. Period. Men do the dramatized shit sometimes that we do it in a different way. A lot of times it's talking about making stuff better than that, or we have a logical perspective on it. But like women, they dramatize stuff, man. They want to make things always about emotions and that, which I understand if you want to do that shit, but like.
Not doing anything from here. Gotta move.
But like the biggest thing is that you you just say you just take care of your fucking shit without fucking complaining so much about it. Like if I had a girlfriend that I would take care of her. I would do the things I had to do. I don't want to be sitting there like constantly bashing the man just because, you know.
So easy.
I mean, like, if I was a woman, I would not be treating my fucking man like shit. That helps me, makes life easier for me. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, to me, that's the stupidest fucking thing in the world, dude.
Sorry. Just make it up work. That will be the last thing you ever do.
Oh, my nose is draining. I don't understand it. Well, of course, Florida would be like, well, you don't understand. Like, take care of your fucking kids. It's the easiest thing in the fucking world to do. Yeah, it's a fucking privilege, too. That's why women have a privilege. You were born, you should have been born and raised to bear children, take care of children. Survival. See, survival nowadays is simply so fucking easy that some people don't even realize how fucking privileged they are.
Okay then. You must really want to see.
What a motherfucker, dude. Damn.
Potato!
I would say this is why I kind of like that other shield, the fire shield. Like, yeah, make sure you shoot fast. I get more speed than that, but that other shield is just so much fun. There, all these guys would have been dead. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. That's so weird. Wings of Grace are pretty cool. I do got corrosive ones. I hate that one. Like,
None for me, thanks!
Can't complain about that.
Here comes the danger! I'll pass you by!
but yeah, I've seen a lot of these videos before. It's just so sad.
Not today, asshole.
It's tremendously fucking sad. I don't fucking get it.
Like you
I've
had
never
a
fucking
chance.
got it. Why women keep doing it, other than that they're just to fall in with all these other bitches that do that stupid shit. Yeah. I mean, it's just super selfish. Like, I get why people want to be, to talk about stuff, but why you join in with a whole bunch of feminist bitches that hate fucking men? They hate men. They say, why we don't hate men? No, you use men for their goodness. And then you want to complain about it because they don't do everything perfect because you think that you're the designer. Yeah, look at the native thing, the native name that you got. Woo man means wounded man, bitch. Means you came from a fucking man. It's in the damn description. Where do you think the word woman came from? It came from God. It came from old ass fucking style of saying stuff about what a woman is. You're a motherfucking wounded man. That's what you are. You're a rib of a man. It doesn't matter if you're fucking sitting there and saying, oh yeah, I didn't, you come from a man and a woman. That's what the love, that's what the unionship is. And then God's so grateful to make sex so pleasurable for how fucking ignorant that we are. And we still sit there, we're still fucking assholes. Yeah, God made sex super fucking pleasurable for us so we can have fucking babies and shit. He makes sex not pleasurable, he made it pleasurable. For a fucking reason. And our dumbasses still sit there and we're still fucking reckless with it. That's how much God loves us. He makes shit so pleasurable for us. And we're still sitting there like, like, shut the fuck up. Like, don't even talk. When people talk, it gets to the point where you're just like, just shut up. Reload speed, let me heat up, before it breaks, increase 50%. Gun damage increased while overheating. That's actually really fucking good. Yeah. 20% reload speed is fucking insane. And then actually I'm gonna make it that my favorite. Yeah, because that's really good though. Because this one's got two. The only thing is I can't, these are all locked in there, so I have to get another one of these. Which I might as well get, just get a fucking COV one then. Where's my book bag at? Of course it's that fucking, got too much shit. I have so much shit. Yeah, I gotta get rid of all this crap. Oh, that's your badge. Oh, no problem. Yeah. I got so many fucking. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the thing at 2-year-old. I gotta get all my shit sorted out. But yeah, like listen to all this stuff and that. Like I'm always hearing women talk about this stuff and that, about them being first, or they're like, oh, all this new stuff's coming out, all these
One
new
person's junk is another's.
fucking things and that, and they're like, oh, research saying that women came first before man did. And I'm like, where'd you get woman? Woman came from what man was. You have man with woman, you fucking moron. Like, why do you even care who came first? Why is there still a fucking this fucking main blast bullshit out there that people fucking care about?
You drive a hard bargain. Not sure what I'll do with it. Oh, wait. What? If you got any more like this, you know where to fat sucker. What? I mean, just that'll keep all of it. Hope your grip's as strong as
Like, why do women even care? Like, your life is that boring. You get to join the group of fucking twat waffles that sit there all day and complain and bitch and moan about men, but then again, they still want that cock in their fucking asses from a man because, you know, a toy doesn't do good enough. I want the real thing. Yeah, men are good. You hear all this fucking shit, just like, oh my god, are you fucking serious? It's just fucking terrible. And of course, the women that do this type of stuff are most likely far leftist people, which, you know, explains. And they're just mentally fucking insane. I guess got this gun again. This one's not too bad. It's a sticky gun though. But yeah, like it's like, why do you want to live in a world where you get people that just want to hate you just because of a gender? I never completely understood it. It's fucking just like stupid as fuck. It's like, oh my god, you're a man. I gotta hate you. Yeah, it's just like so fucking trashy. Just imagine if you're a man, like, you have to deal with all the complications. Oh, wait a minute, that's what we do. We do all the complications of all the fucking people now. Like, I hear man fucking hating shit all the damn time. Well, it's when we get back at what men been doing for all these years. When we get back at fucking what? It's like they do the whole slavery thing, and that's like, oh, women are getting back for how they've been treated for all these years now. I'm like, yeah, a couple of women get treated bad. But I like how you say it like that, but who fights against those men? Other fucking men. Moron. You think women are gonna sit there and fight a fucking man that's abusive towards another fucking a woman? No, they don't.
Who are these people?
Other men do.
Death to a light
That's why I don't like the selectiveness of saying, yeah, like, go for the men that actually are treating you like
I
shit.
do like 'em nasty.
Go for the bad boys that have all the tattoos, that have all the fucking drug abusive issues and that. Yeah, I love that shit. Yeah, it's because you're fucking crazy. Because that's what you like. And when you talk to women that are like this, there's like abusive men. They complain about abusive men. But you're abusive. You want it. I know a girl that's just like that. She thinks she's worthless. She thinks she doesn't care. She's really talking to me about it. My ex, like, used to be best friend and shit. And I got a really good amount of information from her and that about it and that. And I even told her, like, you're just because, you know, she's like, oh, I got my baby taken away and all this stuff and that. Because you're on fucking drugs. Get off the fucking drugs. I mean, what more do you have to do? Oh, I think that I'm worthless in that. I was like, why do you think that you're worthless? Oh, because of, you know, whatever that was. She's still going on about her fucking past and how bad her past was and that. So, you want to be in an abusive relationship because you think it's a redemption type shit because of your past? I'm like, I told him, like, you got a perfectly good guy right in front of you that's at least trying to do something. Trying to make life better for you or whatever it is, but you don't want it. That's the reason why they don't want it. Because they don't think they deserve it. Okay, yeah, this thing is gonna be fucking broke. And like, the more I sit there, and I was talking to her about it, and I even tried like, and she says, "Well, I think I'm just a cum dumpster, and that's all I deserve is to be, you know, screwed." And that's what she does.
I win.
Like, that's so pointless. Like, that's all I have in life. That's all I can feel is sex. The most pleasurable thing that we have in this world is sex.
Ordinite freak.
And she believes that's all that she deserves. And I'm just like, that's kind of sad because you deserve more than that.
Just for that, I'm gonna make this hurt. A lot.
And then again, her ex, her best friend, the one that I dated, and that she doesn't deserve anything. She's. I mean, she's not the worst person, but like the way she acts and how she treats her men, yeah, she's pretty fucking bad. Why? Because they don't want to change for the best. They want to change for the worst. That's why God himself talks about these things. Because God wants us to understand that not everybody in this world is meant to be a good, faithful person. And that's why we have to sit there and look at things from that perspective. Because not everybody's going to be fucking good. Not everybody's going to be nice. Not everyone's going to fucking want to be with you and that. They're all going to, there's a huge chance of being disrespected. There's a huge chance of being degraded and shit like that. It's just how it is. Especially nowadays. We look at, these guys want this sexual, perverted fantasy type shit. And then what happens is they end up getting it. They end up getting a woman pregnant that they don't need to get pregnant because she's a terrible fucking person. And they'll get married to them. And this is what we hear about all the time on TikTok. Women fucking sitting there bashing men, and then good women come out and bash those bad women. See? That's how it works. And these good women are saying the dude works. He's like, the dude works all day long. This woman was literally fucking sitting videotaping her man on her phone and saying, oh, look, after 12 hours, he's cooking food and all stuff like he's supposed to. Like, being a feminist man, like, dude, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If she's that psychotic and doesn't respect you, and this is what she stated, she's like, I sit home all day long cleaning and stuff like that. I'm so tired now. Like, yeah, you can be tired, but you're at the comforts of your home. You're making your house better. Everybody cleans. That man don't need you to clean. If you left, he'd still clean. He'd still pick up shit after work. And it's like, man, just stop fucking working. Have some fucking decency or have some motherfucking respect. You bitches are just fucking crazy. You demand so much for very little. Don't believe 1 second that your vagina is the best thing in the world when it's very easily gained. There's always another chick out there that's willing to fucking give a guy fucking pussy.
Super dead.
And that's exactly what a lot of these women like to think. It's fucking hilarious. Jeff, what the tablet? Charge, you piece of shit. I don't want to buy another one because my fucking tab is not fucking working. Say charge, asshole. Okay. How do you get up? No, I'm sitting on my bed fucking. Oh. There we go. But yeah, listen to all the stuff in that. And then when I see women try to be this dominant thing in real life, like, dude, stop being this dominant thing. Just be happy. That's what I tell everybody. Just be fucking happy. I look at people that I'm not happy unless I'm in a relationship and that. Like, yeah, it's because you're desperate. Like, if you're happy, you'll find someone that's gonna be happy with you. Like, God doesn't make it to where you can't find someone. God makes it to where you can find someone. But you find someone based upon you. Like, if I see a desperate girl out there sitting there like she's fucking my age, she's desperate as fuck at that, and she's looking around like, okay, who's gonna be my age group? And they find out that, say, like, I'm in their age group because I'm in my 30s and that, they'll try to do attachment shit. First off, they'll probably start fantasizing. I'm like, okay, yeah, oh, this cute guy walks around, I see him all the time and that, that's how it normally starts with almost anybody, yeah. I think about some hot ass bitches at the fucking gym and that. They're probably like all in their mid 20s and shit. I'm just like, okay, cool. But the desperateness is gone now. See, that's the problem is, just like I say, women that are young get a hell of a lot of attention. Why? Because they're fucking young. Their skin's fucking youthful, their bodies were youthful, their tits are perkier, their butts perkier. And yeah, as you get older now, you can work out and that and still keep the perkiness. And obviously, yeah, you can still maintain, was it skin fucking tightness and crap from, not eating so much fucking shitty food and that, maintain your fat, all that crap and that, and do like talking exercises and that to get your jaw structure to have more muscle and that. Yeah, you could do that. You can do all that stuff. But the biggest thing is, you're still not going to be the same. Because the mentality of you changes. The emotions of you changing. Where your heart lies at changes. That's what these older women always say. I don't feel the same. Yeah, of course you don't feel the same. Because you're fucking older. Like, one of the ladies I work with, that she was kind of like talking about what she likes to do in that. And like, I'm going through my mind that I'm like thinking, like, yeah, you're still trying to think that you're fucking young. You're going out there, or if you're doing drugs or not, which I don't know, probably a chance. We'll just say there's a chance because you're going out there dancing and nightclubbing. And yeah, you do all that stuff and that because why? Because you ain't got no man. So you go to those nightclubs and that, trying to find a fucking really attractive fucking dude to get with. You don't do that fucking shit. You don't do that shit. Yeah, you can have fun that, but you're always eyeballing for some dude. Hey, guys don't go to nightclubs anymore. I'm sorry. And this is what you 30-year-old women always do. You all do that shit. What about all the good guys that want good? They do. You can't find dudes when you're sitting there trying to act like you're fucking 18, honey. You ain't 21 or 18 years old anymore. You're fucking in your 30s. Okay? Act like a fucking 30-year-old. Go to jobs. Come home. Relax. Exercise. Go out in the public like an actual fucking adult. And that's what it is. That's what I do. I go out in the public as an actual adult. I have logical conversations. I talk about stuff that actually fucking matters. Maybe a little bit of politics here and there. Maybe a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But I don't sit there and go out and fucking party like I'm fucking 19. I never did that. I was a video game player. I'm a dork. I play video games all day. I don't like partying. They say, oh yeah, go to a rave with me or go to this club with me. I'm like, why? It's so much fun. Yeah, it's all satanic shit. All it is to keep you lusting because you're fucking ignorant towards your own body. But the one that treats their body like shit does stupid shit. When you want to maintain your body, you're not going to do stuff that's crazily stupid. Not saying dancing is bad. Because, people dance. But you're not dancing to praise God. You're dancing to praise the fucking devil. That's why you go to those dark-ass nightclubs at nighttime and you're sitting there, got all these crazy beats that hypnotize you. You think demons are all around you? Of course they're all around you. That's why I can't go to fucking nightclubs. The demonic shit is so fucking high. They literally, as soon as those beats start beating and all those flickering lights are coming out, you act like the unclean spirits don't fucking fly in and they're all over the place. Yeah, there's angels there too because there is probably faithful people there too. there's probably a mix of both. They're just watching. The angels protect the ones that are fucking sitting there faithful. They're in there because their dumbass friends all demonic and shit. It's not to say you can't communicate with demonic based people. Yeah, you can communicate with them because your faithfulness is in silence. They don't really feel it. They only feel it a slight bit unless they're like super far gone. But that's just how it is. Every time I went in any place, it was fun to get drunk, and I was having fun dancing and shit and having fun.
Life is pain.
But I went to a big ass bar, and everybody was just sitting there just fucking chilling. They had a rough day, and that you could lay yourself to rest. There's nothing wrong with that. It says that in the Bible that you can have a good time in that. Sit there being around a bunch of other human beings in that, in your area in that, and just sitting there. I mean, obviously, you're not going to be sitting there praising God at a nightclub, but you're still, having fun there. You're still being happy. That's praising God. And it is. Being happy and that all stuff, it is praising God. Is that to say demons are not around? Of course they're around you. But happiness itself, being part of a community and being happy. I'm not saying it's bad to go out and do these type of things, but it gets to the point where it kind of has to stop because if you're not doing it for the way of just saying, I just want to have some fun, let off some steam. That's why alcohol exists. That's why people always drank wine back then. That's why people always, they do that stuff. It's supposed to unwind you. I know people, talk about like, oh, can you drink? About dude, the Bible and that they always drink. They're always fucking drunk. They're drunk because they're praising God. God invented these things and created these things to make us more happy. Everything that God does is to make us happy. Even all the drugs that are out there, that's why they make you happy. But when you're using these drugs, these psychedelics, all that shit, you're not praising God. There's only one other person you can praise. Lucifer. Like there's only two entities that go down. Like you praise God or you praise Lucifer. When people start to get that into their mind, well, there's different religions. It doesn't matter about the religion. You either praise God or you praise Lucifer. That's it. Jesus stands true to the word of God. You either praise God in the three bodies, which is pretty, the Trinity, which has been proven that's actually existing, more so proven, or you praise Lucifer. So like we talk about the Muslims and that, when they praise Muhammad, guess what? Muhammad was a satanic fuck. He was a killer. He murdered people. They can never get out of their head that, you're scared to do something. And the common thing about, all these religions that they all praise Jesus. So the whole point of the nightclub thing that, yeah, you can chill, but there's demons everywhere. You're going to see someone coming that's going to be all fucked up. And you see them all the time. They just sit there and like they're all fucked up. They're not trying to be happy and that. They're like, they're looking for the booty. So not to say anything bad about, doing this stuff and that. But at a certain age group, more or less likely when you get into your late 20s, late 30s, you're going to have to be more productive in general. Because you can't survive when you're constantly blowing hundreds of dollars a month going to all these fucking clubs and raids and shit. And then at the end of your fucking month, you already blew like $300 to $400 and shit, and you end up going more broke because you have to buy all this stuff to maintain your energy and that. And it's just kind of sad in a way. Like it's a grown-up phase. People know that when you're younger, that
off this planet,
you should be doing that stuff.
3-day shower.
But you do it anyway because it's fun. There's nothing wrong with having fun. But we all know from a gender perspective, women always want a man. A man always wants a woman. That's never going to stop. I know women try to think that there's there's no. You bitches always want a man. It doesn't stop. That's why when I look at a woman and I see a woman with some nice tits on that, I'm gonna be attracted. I'm gonna be like, wow, those titties look fat and nice and blah blah blah. Why do you think that woman does? Oh, your shoulders are broad and you look good. You can't stop what God put in place. We're always gonna be like that. That's why going back to what I was saying before with this lady at work, at my job, and that like she's cool in that. I can tell that she probably had a lot of issues back in her past in that. I guess ain't none of my fucking business. I really don't know much about her, honestly. Some things are more or less speculations than actual truth, so I don't know. I just talk about what I see and what this person might talk about. That's a good thing. You're having fun that, but why you're doing it is gonna be different. Because you constantly like hear about the same thing. So going through all the stuff of that is like trying to figure out like, okay, like what's the whole point of you doing all the stuff in that when 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 you're broke all the time and why do women in their 30s always want to think that they're 20? Oh, you haven't grown up past that. That's why. The mentality of it. And this has nothing to do with the gender altogether. It's a mindset. So when you go through this mindset of how people are and that, and you can like pinpoint like, okay, well, what do you take more important than anything else? My job comes first. My job always comes first. Now, is it the most important thing in my head? Fuck no, it's not. But I want to say that it is when I'm at work. I'm not gonna be at home thinking about shit at work. No, I'll talk about specific things that we talk about and that are little events that happen from just communication with other human beings. Yeah. I'm not talking about I'm making this food and that and trying to like panic myself. No, I go in there and I do my job and work activates when I'm about to go to work. Like some people worry about that shit. So like why do you worry about because I think about all this stuff and that. I'm like, dude, you're not even at work for like 4 or 5 hours. You're already panicking. That's stupid. I'm normally taking a nap before I go to work. I wake up 30 minutes before I have to go to work. I'll be laying in my bed just kind of meditating, just kind of relax my body and that. And I'm not gonna be sitting there like panicking, like, oh, we got this truck today coming in at this time and that time and this time. And the reason why I'm saying this because I used to be like this. So, hold on. Oh, that fart felt so good. Ooh, good fart. I used to be like all the people that I'm talking about. So the experience of it is very high, and I understand why people do it. But it all comes down to the Bible literally states, Jesus says, worrying doesn't do anything because you don't know. You don't know exactly what's going to happen. That slight worrying about things because you're like in a panic sense because you don't know. That's what worrying comes to be, and anxiety comes to be, depression comes to be. It's the lack of not knowing. Yes, you can figure stuff out. I like psychology. I like figuring out people, but I can't figure out the future. Oh, it's a very selective thing. Like I know what I'm probably going to do today, but I go by day because it makes it easier and I don't have to worry so damn much. Or I don't worry at all on that because it's easier to do just that day. I wake up, okay, I'm drinking my pre-workout. I haven't ate any food yet. I'm probably going to do my rambling, talking bullshit that I do. Just random shit. Burn out some calories in that. Wake up my body in that. I'm walking around. Yeah, I can plan out that my personal things I'm gonna do, but that's the thing. I don't know what's gonna actually happen unless it's personal. Like I don't know what's gonna happen in the world. I'm not gonna walk outside and know that I might slip and fall and that I can prevent the slip and fall. That's what I'm trying to say. We don't know any of that stuff. I don't know that I'm gonna twist my ankle again You know, it's gonna be random ass shit. When it's random, you can't like predict it. You can only predict like the things you personally are going to do. But that's the journey to get there. You don't know. You don't know if you're gonna fall. You don't know that someone's gonna come around you and stab your ass or whatever. You don't know that someone's gonna come around you and sit there. You'll find your true love. That someone's gonna be like, "Oh, I've seen you before," blah blah blah. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't understand what other people are going to be doing. And that's where it comes down to God being in control of everything. Personally, because you know personally what you can do. You know what makes you happy. Anything that makes you happy, that's a good thing. Now, obviously, if it's breaking an enormous amount of sins, that's a bad thing. But as long as you're not breaking the 10 Commandments, you're doing pretty good with God. That's kind of the whole point. But you have to make sure that you try to be happy and loving that. It's like, for instance, we're at work at one of the guys there. We're very open-minded, very happy, open-minded, kind of careless kind of people. So we take care of business, we take care of business. Like, I'll zone out and I'll just work. But when me and him get talking that, normally at the end of the shift and that, we'll just goof around that. And like, I'm trying to get my lady manager to be more open-minded, to be more like to fuck around with us and that. Like, just say stupid shit. We just kind of talk about just random stuff and that. And I hint the reason why she doesn't do it. I'm like, oh yeah, you probably have like a little thing for me. You have like a little crush on me or something like that. That's how it is when you work with men and you're a woman and that. There's always gonna be one man that you're gonna like kind of like to work with, that you kind of crush on a little bit. It's just how it is. And I feel that from her. It's very obviously that it's there. Any more than that, no, it's just simple crush, a little butterflies here and there, probably for her, not. And I feel it, but I don't respond to it because it's I'm at work, not in full, so to say, but a little bit here and there. Okay, because women do like that kind of attention. They like to be, looked at and be like, oh, you're cute and stuff like that. Yeah, men don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't care. It's nice. It does make you feel better if a woman calls me attractive. Yeah, of course it does. But like, I don't designer it. Men are not supposed to designer be praised that much when it comes down to attraction, because most men are not that attractive to begin with. That's basically what it is. That's how you see it. Most men are not that attractive. They're kind of just like average. That's just how it is. But it's just little things, and I just keep the happiness along that. But this person just has like a little bit of too much of a dark side to them. They want to be happy now, but they take life so seriously. I was like, why the fuck you take life so seriously? Why take life seriously? You live it. Just have fun. I'm like, yeah, you're not having fun 24/7. That well, you're at work. Oh, you stressing out at work? I don't want to stress out anywhere. As long as you do your job and that, which is very simple mechanical shit. Like, jobs are not that fucking ridiculously hard. Most manual jobs are pretty fucking simple jobs. Yeah, they're tiring. Well, yeah, because you gotta be there for 6 to 7, 8 hours and that. And sometimes you gotta work really fucking hard. But that's what a job is there for. Like, jobs nowadays are a lot easier than what they used to be, because like back then, you get fired pretty fucking easily now if you didn't keep up with your work. Like, they give you like a ticket system and that, and be like, oh yeah, no, okay, you sat down for this many minutes, and because it's a business nowadays. A lot of people get paid for not doing they do like very, very little. Because you gotta think, if you only got paid based upon the work that you do, then no one would be getting paid that much. You get paid for like half your shift. But how it goes is they pay you because you have to be a body there. You're just a body there to make sure that their product can get out and make sure that they keep on making fucking money. And that's what it is. Like some of these companies, like the one I work for, that I don't know exactly how much money they make in that, but like they make a good chunk of change. And like that's just how it is. And they expect certain things out of it, you know. Like say they always talk about like waste and all that stuff and that, you know, there's always waste. And they know that. They still make enough money because they're the ones that I mean the marketplace is ridiculous. But yeah, like the way like this stuff works in the world in that today. Most jobs, fuck, they don't even work half the damn time. It's not because they don't have to, it's because that's how jobs are. They're not a constant service. Like you work for a factory, yeah, factory job is constant service. You constantly have to work. And like that's why factory setting jobs suck. They don't get paid enough. And you constantly have to work really fucking damn hard. Like I worked for a plastic factory now, and my god, it was terrible. It was probably the worst I've ever. I mean, it was cool up front because I had easy jobs to do. But like my god, some of those jobs were so fucking annoying, and they were actually rather fucking difficult because they put you on a fucking timer, and if you didn't get done before the timer happened, you would miss your shit. And like I'll be sitting there to like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, really? Cause I remember there was one job that I had in that factory that you had like a minute to get done with this big ass fucking plastic thing. They use it for like I don't know what the fuck they use it for. And so you had to skim off. It was fucking rather huge. Like it was like as tall as me. It was just like a big ass fucking piece of plastic. So you had to scrape off all the excess plastic things on the side, and then you had to fucking weigh it. And when you weigh it, you have to write down how much it weighs, and then you had to put it on this conveyor belt thing. You had to roll it down the thing. You had like a minute or so to be able to do all of it. And it's not the weighing part that was hard. It's not the writing down part that's hard. It's just the scraping part because sometimes the scraping never did well. You always nick the shit. And like one of the guys I was working with was really good at it. He always got done like 20, 30 seconds before I did because I'm still trying to learn this shit and that. And I'm like, how the fuck do you, like, how in the world is this? This is ridiculous. I kept on fucking nicking the plastic, you know, because you had to trim off the little thin layers of it with a fucking scraper. And like sometimes you would nick it. I'm like, dude, I like this is fucking retarded. Like, normally I do pretty well that they get the stuff off. And, you know, they got a grinder in that you can throw the plastic back into and melt it back into the thing. And there's sometimes that people throw shit in there and it kind of fucks up the machines. And that happens actually quite a bit. Oh, yeah, you're fucking sitting there. It's hot as fuck in there. And I try to keep it really cool in there. But it's just really hot. You got fucking like over 100 something degree fucking machines all over the place and that blowing all over the place. And I'm just like, so I had to switch over to someone else, and I had to do something that was easier, something that didn't take much time to do in that, you know, because it took like multiple minutes for things that was thicker plastic, so it took more time. Another guy went over there, and he was having trouble fucking using. Man, it kept dropping on me twice, and that I could barely get it done. And I'm like, yeah, that's a fucking. They made the timer way too fucking. Because they put a timer on it to track it and that. And it's like, am I gonna get paid more for working more? Like that, the machine's like throwing this shit out too fast. You can't keep up with it. And so like I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, dude, it's like this ain't even enough to be able to keep up. You guys are making millions of dollars. Like they were telling me how much money they were making for all this fucking plastic shit. And I was like, damn. You guys are making, you guys got $1 million fucking offers and that to make all this stupid ass shit.
Dead as disco. WRIP fam, be sure to thank your local vault hunter.
And so I'm just sitting like trying to do something. Yeah, fuck this job. So I ended up quitting the job and I like, yeah, fuck this. I mean, in the meantime, there was like a super hot like black girl there that was really nice, and I fucked around with her a little bit here and there. Oh, those boys didn't like that fucking shit. They didn't like that shit at all. They were fucking all pissed off from that.
Back to the realm of wires.
We will play like you will perish at our hands.
Your death will be my design. Just aren't good enough, buddy.
There's so many fucking people here.
Bye.
I feel bad for not learning the name.
But yeah, as I was like thinking, looking at that shit, and I'm just like, dude, that's some crazy ass shit. I did meet a lot of the chicks there. Though. There was one chick there that had fucking huge fucking titties on her, and my god, he's like, that was a lot of black boys. Yeah, all over that shit. I would come in, she'd be taking over my spot, man. Me all coming in all. Yeah, there was one spot that it's for like just simple stuff that you had to like put like little screws and things and that, and it was actually a rather easy fucking job because you had to wait for other people to get shit done. You kind of could take your time doing it because it wasn't like super hard. That so I ended up taking over her position multiple times and that, and then they switched me over to doing other things and that, and like that's when the job got hard. Like fuck that shit. Yeah. And so I remember when I went up and this one girl, I took over her position because she was the day crew or evening crew. I was the overnight crew. And like, I mean, she had huge.
You're making my skin crawl.
Oh no, she took over my morning spot. Yeah, that's what it was. And these guys are all a bunch of fucking perverts and shit. There's so many of them. And like, they be sitting there fucking doing that shit, and then one of the guys got fucking mad and that he like trying to like put around her and that he was mad at me about it and that like I'm like why did they do level 53 for? First level 53 I think. No, it wasn't hard. Surprised. But yeah, so like I'm just sitting there like talking to this girl, and it's very obvious that she was probably attracted to me next. You know, she's always getting flirted with all these fucking like black boys that work there, and they would come up to her like, "Bro, the big old white titties," and so be super flirtatious as fuck. And I'm like, damn, dude, like, where's the bro code at, motherfuckers? Like, I'm sitting here flirting around with her now. I'm trying to get her attention, and obviously she's attracted to me, not you, because no offense, most white girls don't go for black guys because it's just how it is, you know. There's a lot of black men don't look that attractive. There's like a lot of white guys that look that attractive, so you get to pick what you want, you know. And so I'm like sitting there talking to her and that. I mean, obviously, you know, I'm checking her out, looking at her big, huge fucking boobs and that. She got gigantic boobs and that. And, like, the guys comes up there and like gets mad because I'm flirting with her because he thinks that he's with her or some bullshit like that. It's like, what the fuck? No, like, you're not even with her. It happened multiple times. I'm like, my god, you guys are fucking relentless fucking pricks.
So effective.
Like, where's your honor code at? You know, they sit there and like, oh, it's all about the strong of that. Like, you ain't that strong. You're a skinny ass. You fucking sag like a fucking douchebag. You know, like, you look fucking scrawny and disgusting and that. And you want to sit there and say, you know, da, da, da. Yeah. I mean, to each their own when it comes down to certain things.
What? I didn't hear you.
We unfortunately meet again, Vault Hunter. So, here's the deal. We need to get the seed we activated into the biosphere's
fertilizer, but the Order has locked it off. So, you're going to lure them out by destroying their propaganda. What a brilliant plan we just came up with together.
We didn't. You did.
I'm obviously trying to be friendlier, idiot. Just shoot the electrical panel to disable the propaganda speaker. Obviously.
Bad Seed Part 2. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Man, I already did the first one of this. Go. But yeah, like, it's super fucking hilarious. There's so many fucking stories about this stupid shit. But yeah, go back to what I was saying about the first one.
You have been witness tampering with Order property. Your death sentence will be carried out in 3, 2, 1, now!
Cool person, but my god, man, like, I could imagine living that kind of lifestyle.
Will be so disappointed.
Like, I'm a dork at that. I play video games. I rather do relaxing shit instead of sitting there busting my fucking ass doing all this shit. But to each other, I guess.
The timekeeper is gonna love me.
I think that's how a lot of like younger people actually are compared to older people. Like older people are fucking more mellow and shit, or even mature people. Like when I listen to mature people now, the way they talk and that, they're just so much more mellow in that. Like yeah, I like to hang out on that, but like these people do too much, man. They act like they're fucking young and they're kids and shit still, and they do stupid shit and like talking to them about it and that. Like, I see where you're coming from. Like you can only be so active when you're younger and that, and then you get older and then you just kind of slow down a little bit.
I guess that's why you're, open quotes, gifted,
kind of slow down
close quotes.
machine and will cure hunger forever.
Stop planting stuff into stuff! Comrades, let's kill the Vault Hunter!
The first tower total!
Wanna be suppressed?
Your courage wavers.
Press more than crazy!
We are forever.
Check your blade, kid!
At my advance.
Oh, bullshit!
Okay. Hopefully that's the last we've heard from those creeps. Now, you just gotta turn the machine on, and my years of being a dick will finally be cancelled out by all the good I've done for the world.
But yeah, we're going to the whole worry thing that people do too much. You worry about things that don't really require to worry about.
Perfect. That's
Like,
enough.
like I listen,
Go
like
ahead
I
and turn the
listen to
machine
this shit
off
all the
now.
time. Like my father, you know, he's very big into worry and that, so I kind of get the grasp of it. I grew up with this shit. I have to say,
Hello, simpleton. Machine off.
God, it won't shut off.
Oh, crap. It's flooding the room. Shoot some pipes. Release the pressure.
Not loving this.
how the fuck do I get up there? It's gonna be one of those ones that I can't see shit. Yeah, I have to figure out how to get up there. Oh, there's this.
Just hold on and pop a couple more.
Where's that one at? Gotta go back up there again? Oh my god, of course.
One more pipe and the pressure should equalize.
Why is the tree growing guns?
Yes! With these gun fruits, the poor and hungry need not starve. They can arm themselves and take what they require from the bourgeoisie. And it's all because of my gigantic brain and you pressing a few buttons when I told you to. Anyway, help yourself to the guns. They'll regrow soon enough.
Great. Now, have you learned not to be such a jerk?
Absolutely not. Success has only reinforced my worst qualities, and my dead parents can suck on that from the afterlife. God, I'm such a good person.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually gonna start getting some food and that. Now my tablet's actually charging up. Yay! Oh. But yeah, So anyway, another thing that happened at work and that. So we were sitting there like talking that, and she was kind of like, "Oh, people are telling people, telling that I'm yelling at people." And I'm like, "Well, you do got to yell at people that, you're getting mad and yelling is like your personality is very like you get negative sometimes. You're just like full blown like all upset." And I said, I was talking to the other guy, and I said, the reason why you're upset, it comes down to it, because you're not in, first off, you're probably not in a good relationship with someone, or you're just not happy with yourself. But if you're happy with yourself and you're in a bad relationship because your guy, you date a piece of shit dude, that's kind of your own fault. You want to be, you want to go, you either have one or two ways. If you're going out clubbing and partying and you're seeing a bunch of dudes rubbing dick on you and all stuff and that, and of course, not saying that's what's happening now, but there's a chance for that to happen. Of course, your man's gonna be fucking mad. Of course, you're gonna be in an uncomfortable relationship because you want to go out there and party. That's why you have to settle down. You could do localized partying. You can sit there and go hang out at a park or something and just chill. Bring a little music with you and that, and just chill at a park and that, and eat some food and that, and you can be a fucking hippie all you want and dance to fucking music and shit and have fun. But you have to go to a damn nightclub. You have to go to the fucking underground arenas, a bunch of raving fucking lunatics. There's a bunch of rich millionaire dickheads that sit there and they buy these facilities now. They dress all of it up. And they bring in a whole bunch of stupid fucking people that are like, oh yeah. And they fucking lace the fucking air with slight a bit of fucking like shit so you fucking have a better time. Yeah, they do. They fucking lace the fucking air. And you're sitting there slowly getting higher. And then, but they only do just so much just to take the edge off because they know some people are not going to be fucking all. And that's what they do. You want to act like they don't do that? Go to a damn nightclub, breathe that air in, and see how much, like, that you kind of change slightly with the atmosphere. Like, if there's alcohol all over the place, everybody's drinking that and breathing out alcohol air and shit, yeah. You eventually will get fucking slight drunk. You're going to breathe in all that excess alcohol air, and you're going to get slightly more drunk. That's what it is. Like, if everyone's smoking weed and shit, blowing that shit in the air, the weed still has its signature component to get you high. That's why secondhand smoking gets you fucking high. And whenever, like, did the whole breathing air thing when you're sitting there smelling alcoholics or drunk as fuck, yeah, you're breathing in alcohol. You could get a slight buzz to that shit. You maybe not get full blown fucking drunk, but you're gonna feel a little bit of a down spell on you. That's how it works. That's why with a whole bunch of people that are all fucked up and that you feel their fucked upness, your vibe connects them. Yeah, because we're all made from one creator. That's why we feel all this shit. Like when someone's drunk next to me, just to say, I can feel their down vibe. I don't need to get drunk to feel that kind of feeling to get myself to put that mindset on me. That's how it works. Like I don't need to drink at all or get high at all. If someone's high next to me, that I'll feel their vibe and they're like, oh yeah, man. They're all fucking brain dead. Because your whole entire life, for some people that do that shit all the time, and that, like, just meditate, chill your mind out, chill it out. Like, yeah, I got a caffeine supplement in me. My mind's a little higher right now, but some of these people are just like they're just so fucking high, and it fucks with them. And then you sit there like, dude, like, it's like, what's going on with you? It's like, oh man, I'm just like worried about everything. That's why people say like people like masturbating that sex is the biggest downer that you can get. It's a natural healthy downer. So when you do stuff in that, and you feel better for that reason, yeah, that's just what it is. God gave you that, gave you those hormones. And yeah, I can't say jack it off or masturbate. It is a said, obviously. But there's nothing that we do that doesn't require that little bit of time. It's a release, you know, and that's what people have to get their mindsets into. Like either you're playing video games or something like that, you know. I think God truly understands that. That's just how it is. If you're happy with it, you know, that happiness is the truth. Like I try to get rid of the lustful thoughts of that. And honestly, it's not as bad as it used to be. More or less likely, depends. And I say from my own personal perspective with that stuff, it all comes down to, you know, I don't want to be a player. You know, I exercise in that, and I'll tell you what, I'm always aroused after my exercises. Seeing those good-looking girls at the gym and that, it's very obviously annoying. And you know, when I go home and that, and I'm sitting there, it's like, damn. It's like I have to do it personally. That's a personal thing. Because I act completely different. I try to not do it for like the first day is the hardest fucking day. The second day ain't so much. The third day, you kind of just don't really like, it doesn't really bother you too much. But the problem of it is, it's the hardest thing to completely get rid of. Because you see it so much, and you can't not look at it. And the more you wait, the more you get more, say, arousal and that. It's the most difficult. A lot of people have this problem, and it's like looking at a lot of women have this problem that nowadays. Because they're overly stimulated because of the stuff that they take in that. And, like, that's what the hardest part of it is. Like, you're so overly stimulated because you're always seeing it. You're always seeing it. And you don't care because you're always constantly looking at dudes on the internet and that. And, you know, before the internet even exists, you know, you can only see things with magazines and that. You know, looking at women butt ass naked or whatever, you know, playgirls and playboys and that. You know, and that's what kind of started it. You're not supposed to be like this. We're not supposed to be like into this stuff and that, and it's the hardest thing to get away from because it's just so much shit out there. It's easy to see it. You know, to keep your mindset busy and that, you know, it's sometimes difficult, you know, because there's just so much shit. You know, like I'm probably gonna watch some more solo leveling. Probably give me some food and that. Probably gonna get off actually. I need that new pre-workout kicks. Alright, I'm gonna get off on that. I'm gonna watch me some anime and that. Yeah, I know I'm a rambler. There's always some stupid shit to talk about. Anyway, you guys have a good day and that. God bless.